All right, what's up, everybody? I am Uncle Sam, and I would like to say what's up and welcome to the podcast. Today we have with us Treyman. What's up, dude?
What's going on? How you doing?
I am excellent this morning. I am doing very excellent. First and foremost, I just kind of want to start off by just getting to know you a little bit. Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right, awesome. So, just the basics. Let's kind of start off with. I know you're not from Alney. I know you work here and you live here in Alney, but where are you from?
I was born in Wichita Falls, but I moved 2 weeks after I was born to Graham, and my grandparents took care of me from there.
So from Graham, actually.
Yeah, from Graham.
Cool. I grew up in Newcastle, so I know a lot of people in the Graham area and stuff, and I'm pretty sure, like we've discussed, we probably know a lot of the same people. So it's been pretty fun getting to know you a little bit. What do you want to share as far as family life? What's up with that?
And my kids are going back to school. We're just kind of enjoying life right now. We just moved into our own apartment after a year of being here, so it's not a whole lot right now, but it'll grow on us.
Heck yeah.
So,
So wife and kids?
I'm married. I've been married since 2015, and I have 4 kids. 3 of them live with me. My oldest son is with his mom in Graham.
Right on. How old are you?
I am 29. I'm about to be 30 in 2 weeks, I believe. 2 weeks from today, yeah.
Almost 30.
Almost 30.
I remember those days. It wasn't that far ago, but it's not bad, dude. It's like the older you get, the more you realize it's like, man, I'm really not that old. Or maybe it's just an excuse we make.
Yeah. I'm so young.
You know? So from Graham, moved to Alney. The reason we're bringing Trey on is because he's also a streamer, and more specifically, he streams Call of Duty, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about that. Like, when did you first start playing Call of Duty? Because I remember whenever Call of Duty, the first Call of Duties came out. So
it was around that time. We had a movie gallery right around from my house, and we would go there every Friday, and we would get movies and a game. And I would always get I think it was the big red one, which I still have it actually.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So yeah, it was pretty far back. I wanted to say like early 2000s, of course. And then once they kind of moved on and there was no more movie gallery, I just started kind of playing with what I could get from Walmart. So my love for Call of Duty just kind of grew, and now I get to do this, and it's amazing that I get to kind of not only share what I can do, but also have the ability to kind of grow.
Yeah.
As well from like playing and everything. So it's fun.
So okay, so Call of Duty came out, and like you were saying, early 2000s. I was thinking like 2004, 2003.
That's right.
Somewhere around there. Like me and my friends played like Medal of Honor, and some other games like that came out right before. What did you start off on? How far back? What was your first console, PC? How'd you start off? What's up with that?
My first console that I ever had was the Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis, right on.
Then we went from that to, I want to say it was a PlayStation. No, we went to the Xbox.
Okay.
So I didn't have very many. I went to a lot of other people's houses that had consoles, so I just played with theirs. But yeah, my first console was the Sega Genesis.
Well, it's like we had some friends that had Xbox. We had some friends that played PlayStation, and so it's kind of like we were, for the most part, until I guess we were mostly PlayStation until Xbox. I think I bought my little brother an Xbox for one of his birthdays, and then he started on that, and he's Xbox, and I think he's got I don't know if he got the new PlayStation or not. I don't know. I can't keep up with it. It's fun to watch, and it's seeing it progress so much. So if you started off on Sega Genesis, what were your favorite Sega Genesis games? Do you remember?
Oh, we played a lot of Sonic, a lot of Madden,
Right on.
and that's pretty much it on the Sega Genesis, like that I can remember.
Yeah.
Of course, I was born in '93, so
Yeah. Well, that's what I was sitting there. I'm like, man, because we had the let's see, I remember, all the Nintendos, obvious, and then once PlayStation hit, we started doing PlayStation, and then also had a what was the Sega Saturn? We
yeah,
had one.
Saturn, yeah.
Yeah, we had one of those briefly, but whenever we started playing the like Medal of Honor or actually um, GoldenEye, like 007, first person shooter. That was the first big console first person shooter, big console first person shooter that I remember me and my friends getting into. I think everybody got into it. Yeah.
And it's crazy from when it first came out to now. It's so insane because people were so excited because the Xbox actually just released a few months back GoldenEye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now like I went to because we just bought a Nintendo 64 not too long ago, and we went to Game Exchange in Wichita Falls, and man, it was in the case and it was pretty expensive to get. So it's
Oh
it's still
yeah.
pretty.
I think it's one of those things that they will forever rake in on nostalgia, on the nostalgia factor.
Yeah,
Um, because it was choppy, but it was still so much fun. But also, I remember as far as on the PC, what about have you ever played PC games, or are you mostly a console dude?
I gave it a try.
You gave it a try.
It was a try. I had Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I believe, on the PC,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That was it for me.
Well, it seems like there's some games that just excel on PC. Um, like I loved Unreal Tournament, Unreal Championship, those games. I used to play those on PC, and that was so much fun. I don't know. Have you ever played the Unreal games?
I haven't no.
No. I mean, they've got some. They've got them on the console also, but the gaming engine is the Unreal gaming engine. First person shooter games, like you go back to Unreal Tournament, Unreal Championship. Those guys, like they were kicking it like hardcore way back in the late '90s and stuff, like ahead of their time. So much fun, like Doom, that type of stuff.
I played them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that was I had so much fun. I liked playing those better than I had friends that played RPGs. Do you ever play RPGs, or you just stick to first person? Or
Yeah, I still play Grand Theft Auto, the fifth one, and I'm waiting for six to come out. So, yeah, we've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto, but for some reason my Xbox doesn't allow me at the moment. So, we'll, we'll just stick with what I've been playing.
right on. So when did you first? Okay, so if you started playing Call of Duty, some of the first ones, what do you think is your favorite version? I don't know of Call of Duty. What would you say as far as the different types? That is it just going by the newest one, or is there one of the older ones that you prefer?
See, me and my buddy, we talk about this a lot. I think like for me, it's been Call of Duty Black Ops One, just because like they introduced a lot more. Um, it was a bit different graphics,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think like zombies, which zombies made zombie or made like Call of Duty pretty popular.
Yeah.
Um, that was like the first thing that kind of blew up for Call of Duty. Besides, its like realism that they've put towards like stories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'd have to say definitely Call of Duty Black Ops One.
Okay, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. All right. Um so it's been a while since I've played one of these games. Um Story mode or just go for it?
I try to play the story mode. I'm stuck right now. I'm still playing it from the Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
But I've been getting into a lot of just multiplayer and Warzone is a big one. But yeah, a lot of multiplayer, hardcore mode. They just added a new mode called Havoc, which is pretty fun. So yeah, I've been doing just a lot of it straight into the online.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the follow button, hit the rumble button, whatever it is that you need to do wherever you are, but you need to do it because that's the thing to do. We need your help. So go ahead, hit that button. Okay, so for people that don't know it, explain what it's like to play online to begin with.
Insane, chaotic. It's pretty fun. I mean, we've met a lot of people through it. It's just being able to put yourself with other random players from all over the world. That's a pretty cool experience. Uh, you get a lot of problems though, especially online gaming. You can have like hackers just cheating constantly,
Yeah.
which is a big issue in Call of Duty because you have like wall hacks and like just crazy things that go on during the game. I think I just saw a video yesterday where a dude was actually on a dirt bike and he was flying in the air.
Huh.
And so, like, yeah, stuff like that usually doesn't happen unless you have some kind of modification cheating software. So, but yeah, besides that, I mean, it's pretty hectic and chaotic. It's fun though. I love it.
So like if someone was wanting to get in this stuff and try it for the first time, I mean, how do you suggest someone getting into it? Like just talking about getting into the gaming and just getting comfortable in it. We'll get into the streaming a little bit later on, but right now just kind of talk about the game, getting into the game. I would like to hear you kind of explain to us why you like that game so much and the fun of it and how people can possibly be a part of that.
Yeah. So just like Call of Duty in general, or like games in general. Or...
Yeah, well, whichever you're more. Let's just go with Call of Duty because that's what you specialize in. It's got some new stuff coming out, or if it hasn't, has it come out already, or is it about to drop?
November 17th, I believe.
Okay,
I could be wrong. I think it's like November.
Okay, so they got some new stuff coming out. So it's like if people want to hop on COD right now and get in, can you give them a little rundown?
Yeah. Just like if you're wanting to get into it, don't go for hardcore mode. You don't just get into like quick play, run a couple of rounds. Don't get into shipment right away. That is fast paced, insane. But definitely like start slow if you have to play the campaign. Kind of get used to the gun and the recoil and all the adjustments. But once you get into it, I mean, it's pretty solid. It's pretty easy just to kind of continue and grow and progress as a player. Um, that's one of the biggest things that we've done is just progress. I mean, that's all you can really do, especially whether it's online game, story mode, campaign, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of progression.
What would be your suggestion on console? Do you have a preferred?
Oh, for like no, I mean, I don't prefer really because we own like a bunch of consoles. I think like having some of them is a better option for certain reasons. When it comes to like the Call of Duty stuff, I think PlayStation 5 is dropping the Modern Warfare 3 game first before Xbox gets it. So I mean, you get stuff like that to where it's just like, some consoles have it first, and then it kind of goes on to the Xbox, Nintendo, and stuff like that.
Right.
And, right now, they're all kind of trying to fight over some of the companies. So I think PlayStation just got Activision, which is who does Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
From what I read, just put that. From what I read.
Yeah. Well, whenever you started gaming and you started getting into Call of Duty, and let's say you started getting into the online stuff, you're talking about, you keep saying we. Do you want to expound on that a little bit more? Who exactly is we?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
My buddy
yeah,
CJ, he goes by Action Jackson 49.
yeah.
We started doing a lot of online stuff together and playing Call of Duty. Um, we had a buddy David who passed away last year. Um, he was one of the big ones that played with us. So that makes it a little bit different getting on the game and stuff. But we still go on there. We have fun. But yeah, and then for me being a streamer, we've made a lot of friends along the way, and we just kind of get on there. Like tonight, I'm going to be on Action Jackson's stream, and we're going to be doing some rounds of Call of Duty for a couple hours. So it's just fun. It's fun to have like a team with you, and rather than just having random people that you don't know or can't talk to, so makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, you get more of a sense of an actual team and more of a community. So you're talking about dudes that you actually know, um, versus, do you have people that are part of your squad or team that are not, that you haven't met in real life or you don't know from real life?
Yeah, yeah. We have like a dude named He Hate Me. We have a guy named DW Gaming, and then Merkel. Uh, those are all three that I'm hoping to meet one day in real life. But yeah,
Right.
there are some people that we met through the community of gaming and streaming community, and then it's been pretty cool doing that. And we have with me to return to streaming and everything this coming up week, I guess next week. We have a lot of people that want to join, and I think that's awesome because we're able to grow that team base for extra streams in the future.
And whenever you say that people want to join, do you mean they want to join your campaign and fight on your team, or is that, what do you mean?
So we do that. We get, because you can have, I think it's like a four, so it's a quad. Yeah, so there's four to a team, and then so sometimes we'll do that. We'll run on Warzone or Resurgence, and we'll do those quads, and then sometimes we'll just have like a free for all where we're all just on there playing against each other.
Yeah.
Uh, we'll do like team deathmatch to where we're like on our own team, and then they're fighting randoms, or we'll just have a big party with everyone that we can, and we'll just fight each other. It's fun.
Kind of get like a sense of community and stuff.
Definitely.
One thing I like about it is, I think it does allow people that do love video games a chance to have that chance to socialize also, you know,
Mhm.
give you an opportunity to not only not just talk to people, but meet new people, like you were saying, and you get to grow this thing that otherwise would never be possible. You get to talk with people that enjoy your passion, that live on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, and I think that that's just like that's the beautiful part about it. And we we all have our own lives, and we all go through our mindset. Sometimes we get to places we don't want to be. Sometimes we're in places we want to be. But I think the factor of like what we do as gamers, as streamers, content creators, whatever, is like that's our escape. That's where we go to get away from the world around us. And I think that's why a lot of us have become so close, is because either we didn't have any friends or we had friends, and we're just looking to grow more friends. So we get that chance to just kind of get out of our minds, and just enjoy each other's company, even if it's not in the same room.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you get to be around people that are not necessarily be around, but you get to communicate with, and you get the feeling of being around people that, you have things in common with. You know, it's difficult to stand being around people or try to communicate or even build a relationship with people that you have no common ground. And it's kind of like, with us, we both come from the same area, and it's like in our schools and growing up and stuff, we're all just mushed in there together, and there's not really any, you growing up in Graham have a little bit more options than I growing up in Newcastle, but still, it's like our there's just not that many people, it seems like, that I got along with personally. I didn't have necessarily a big group of friends. I got along with people, don't get me wrong, but I understand what it's like. Like I found I was a little bit before they were doing some online gaming, but uh I graduated high school in 2003. So it's like the internet was moving, but I was there. I remember whenever we first got it, and it was like, dial up. But
Yeah, no,
and going and finding chat rooms then, and meeting people and getting to talk to people. And now we have this streaming. It's just everywhere, and it's like, well, what is streaming? It can be a bunch of different things. So in this case, it's like I do some streaming, I guess you could say. Sometimes I do live stuff, but in this case, it's like you're talking about streaming your game and having a podcast. So let's talk about that. How did you get into it to begin with? Who showed it to you? What sparked it on? Let's hear about it.
So my wife was showing me this YouTuber's name, Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and I was sitting there and they were playing some games. And I was like, that's awesome. Like they're making money doing this. That's something I want to do. And then I found out about a website called Mixer, and Mixer was kind of like Twitch. You can go on there, you can stream from your consoles, you can stream from your PC, whatever it may be, and people can watch you.
Yeah.
And pretty cool. So I got on there and I made an account. Luckily, at that time, Mixer was around and it was able to be connected from my Xbox straight to the app. Um, as I went on, that didn't. I don't want to say it got too like big, but I mean it got to 150, which was like for my first time. That was pretty cool. And then after they shut down, I went to Twitch, and then from there, I just went straight to Facebook, and been here ever since. And it's crazy because, like with Twitch and Mixer, you had to, you could have it right from your console. With this, you have all these little wires and little softwares you have to do, so it's a bit different. But yeah, I mean that was pretty much my start and where I started from, just watching YouTubes and thinking like, that's gonna be me one day. So that's what I'm continually hoping and working for.
Right on. Okay, so I know a little bit about Twitch. I've watched some gamers on Twitch. I've watched some DJs, performing sets on Twitch, that type of deal. I like it. I like their community. It's pretty neat too. And then whenever I met you, like I'd heard about Twitch and like I know gamers, I know people that stream on it. And then you were talking about just doing Facebook, and so I was like, well, that's interesting. I hadn't really heard of that yet. So what's up with that? How did you get introduced to doing it on Facebook?
Well, it kind of goes around the same time as Mixer, really, but I didn't get to do it until 2018, I believe, is when I started doing it. Um, I found out it was getting bigger, and they were doing a lot more for the community than they were when they first started. And so I had to do a lot of research. I mean, it took me 5 years, about 4.5 years to figure out what I needed.
Yeah.
And we got all the software and stuff hooked up. Kind of figured it out. I'm still learning. That's the cool thing about all this is you get to learn a lot and you get to learn over a period of time.
Yeah.
Facebook was just like, all right, I got to do it because it's, when you get to Facebook, there's a lot more people. It's easier to promote yourself, and especially rather than promoting yourself on like Twitch, YouTube, stuff like that. There's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's a lot more people that you can just share things to.
Yeah,
And,
it's. I know for me personally, not to step on your toes. For me personally, I have more people on Facebook. You know what I mean? In my personal life, where I'm starting off, I'm like you trying to get things up and moving and going. And it's like I discussed with you, I think the other day, where it's like I looked at my YouTube deal. That's where I put myself on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, and then because Spotify has Anchor, they put it on several other platforms as well. All you have to do is set up an account and load it to them, and they automatically put it. It's pretty convenient. It's nice, but all my videos or all my views come from Facebook. So it's like, dude, I need to do more little stuff on Facebook. Like um, because if that's what it's doing, if that's where it's all coming from, I get that because it's a lot easier. Like you said, it's much more user friendly to start off, I guess. Um, I mean, you got to build a base somehow, right?
Yes, sir. That's where I'm at right now. Building that base, rebuilding it.
So whenever you guys stream, and you're talking about a podcast, what kind of how's that going to work exactly? What do you mean by? I'm interested to see that. And how are you? Whenever you're talking about the podcast, is it just the streamings and y'all hanging out and talking and doing that, or are you going to do something a little bit more one on one, or what's up with that?
So I think our plan is just kind of do one on one. We'll have like me and my buddy Action. We'll have guests sometimes, talk to them. It's not necessarily going to be about like gaming in general. We'll probably
Mm-hmm.
talk about, but it's going to be about like live. Pretty much random topics, just whatever. Just kind of let people out of that mindset from gaming come in here and just enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Be comfortable and not have to worry about the outside world, but still, if they have something on their chest, let them get it out. Anything like that. Just I want to make people comfortable and make them feel at home. That's my only goal with this. And then it helps my buddy CJ grow as well.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the follow button, hit the rumble button, whatever it is that you need to do wherever you are, but you need to do it because that's the thing to do. We need your help. So go ahead, hit that button. I'm interested to see what you do, how you want to do things. It's been I've enjoyed getting to talk with you over the last few months, since I started. Well, I guess whenever I started doing Between Two Beards is whenever you and I kind of started talking. Um, so it's been pretty cool, man. You're talking about things growing, and that's part of life also, is we got to keep growing and we got to keep moving forward. Um, it's kind of like the things that I'm doing now today. I didn't know I was going to be doing hardly any of this stuff, 5 or 6, 10 years ago. So there's no telling what tomorrow, next month, or next year is going to bring. So man, what else you got going on as far as your streaming and your Facebook? What's are you going to be going live on your gameplay there? Is how can people follow that? Do they just need to follow you on Facebook, or what's up?
Yeah, just follow me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/TreymanTheGamer. We'll be going live every Tuesday for sure. I'm pretty sure every Thursday or Friday. I think my schedule's about to change, but we're going to try to make it our old schedule, which was Monday through Friday in the morning times.
Mm-hmm.
Usually around 8 a.m. is when I usually start. Tuesdays we have my buddy Action join me, and then we'll have some people kind of join us here and there as well. Um, so yeah, I mean, right now it's mainly going to be on Facebook. I want to try to branch out, you know, just kind of grow a little bit on other places. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, yeah, Facebook.
and people will be able to access those videos even if they can't log in live, right?
Yeah. It should be, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. You'll always be able to check out their games, even whenever you can't get in and check out the participate in the stream. Let's get in there and participate in the stream. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I started off with Mixer, and now you've moved over to you're exclusive to Facebook for the most part. Really, everything goes over to the other platforms after Facebook, or what?
So a lot of times, just during gameplays, if I'm like tonight when I'm playing or with streaming, I'll clip some of my gameplay from my Xbox and it'll send it straight to my phone, and I'll make it like little edits and put it on YouTube. I'm gonna start trying to make more longer videos for YouTube. Right now, I'm working on my Streamlabs, so it's kind of figuring out the notches and knobs and what I need to tone down and everything, so that I can get a good record from it. But yeah, I mean, right now it's exclusively just like Facebook. I'm
Yeah,
also currently under, I don't want to say contract, but I have it's kind of like a job at the moment, just
yeah,
on Facebook. So
yeah.
it's just one of those things where I'm afraid if I go somewhere else and they catch me. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got kind of a partnership type deal, something.
yeah, it's kind of like it's before that. I forgot what they call it, but yeah, pretty much they pay me for like reactions, comments, how many times the post is seen, videos and streams, everything but the reels and the stories. But they're about to do something for the stories, and they're about to do, and we'll have something for the ads as well. So I get paid for the ads, just on a different uh, category, I guess you could say.
All right. So in the link or in the description of this video, you're gonna find links to all of Trey's social medias, all of the streaming services, everything, so that we can follow him. And like I said, he is a local dude. All right. First of all, he's a family man. Yeah, he's got a job, and but this is the dream. This is the passion, right? And so it's like, how can we help support people? Doing little things. Like, he's just giving you some instruction. You just go in there, you watch some videos, like them, comment on them. It's really that simple. It's hard getting things going at first, but this is something that we need from people. It's we're trying to support each other. We're trying to help each other. And it's really as simple as just taking a few moments to just say, hey, yeah, I like that. That's cool. And from there, you never know what kind of content you're going to discover. You never know who you're going to meet.
I met a lot of cool people through this.
Yeah. What's been some of the craziest people that you've encountered? We'll do just a little bit longer, and then but I want what's a crazy person that you met online?
Uh, I don't want to say any names.
That's okay.
Uh,
Leave the name out.
That'll be for another time.
uh,
There's always going to be at least one of those, so it's all right. But we'll definitely leave it for another time and get back to me later on that one.
yeah, we're gonna get this stuff sorted out a little bit better. Um, you know, I I would love to be able to. Well, all I got to do is move stuff around. Of course, you're always welcome to come over. I'm a lot closer than you realize. I was sitting there a while ago, and I was doing something, and I was like, "This is if we put too much effort into trying to get this to connect, we're just retarded." Because I am right. I mean, I'm like you could walk. You could be sitting here in 3 minutes, you know. So, oh man. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you got to do. So let's get all of your go through. Let's list all your links again. Okay.
All right. Give me, I can pull it up here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna pop them up whenever we.
All right. Well, let's just say there's TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I wanted to say I think I might have an Instagram, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be somewhere out there.
We're looking at Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, and we're gonna post those. We'll pop those up there right about there. So right now, there's little. Trey. Man, thanks for some time. Hopefully we'll do this. We'll figure out something and try to do something more often if everything. I don't know. I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen.
I love it. Thank you so much.
So everybody, thank you for tuning in, and big thanks to Trey. Y'all go follow him, like him, comment on his stuff, all those fun things.